Welcome back to our learning day, looking at Digitech, the digital tools to support contemporary learning. This is session 2, we're looking at server data migration for Servite Share. So this is the share where all the departments, all the people in the learning areas will be able to go to the one place to know where to get it. Obviously the first and most important thing is the audit. We are moving things and getting things ready. And some heads of learning have already had time to do this. Other heads of learning areas have not had time to do this. And so this is a process they'll be working through with the teaching staff in their learning department. Now those is the green section, is getting ready for the move. All the preparation, all the audit and all the organisation will be taking place in the existing department drive. In every single department drive there are 4 folders, numbered 1 administration, 2 classes, 3 resources and 4 archives. Inside the classes it's also broken down into middle school and senior school. It is these new folders within your department drive that you're going to place all the documents, all the resources that will be taken across to the new Servite Share. I've highlighted the archive in red. This will not be going across to the new Servite Share. These are resources that you're not sure about, don't want to delete them. They will stay there safely for a long time, and if you need to call back and get them, you can always come back and get them, but they will not be part of the migration. Now, the migration, the moving day, will be managed for you. So you'll see exactly the same files apart from archive are here in the Servite Share. All the documents will be managed for you and migrated. So the moving day or data migration day for the Servite Share will be slightly different. Once working with that learning area, a head of learning is happy with the data that's there, they're ready to go, they will notify the ICT help side, who will make sure that the data migration happens and will sit and ensure that there's no syncing issues with these things here. So, as we said, this will happen within departments. There is a lot of files to check, there is a lot of auditing to do, there is a lot of direction from your heads of learning as to what they would like you expressly doing right now, or it may already be done for you. Roseanne will give you some information about what we're auditing for and what we're going into here. You may find this may be an ideal time, as you've already audited your OneDrive section, to actually go through and say, hey, there are some files I know that should be in the department stuff for the migration, and you might want to take the time to duplicate those files and send them across. There's also data on the teacher to student global drive. You may have some folders set up there with specific information. So currently that will need to go to sector, but you may wish to put that back into your OneDrive for access and use later on. So that's an activity that you could be doing also if you've done everything else. Now, as promised and alluded to earlier, a little sneak preview here, having a look at our next phase, which is where we start talking about the teams. So if we think about the first thing to know is the staff teams. So the staff teams will never have students in them. These are purely organisations of your staff in such areas as English, RE, and the typical learning areas and departments that we already have. In here you'll see there's a little tiny button that says Servite Share. When you're accessing that button, you're automatically going to the green section of the Servite Share section. It's a way to quickly and easily always be able to get to the system. One click takes you directly there. So what does that mean? So here we have the Technology Enterprise staff team. There is the Servite Share. When you click on that, it'll open up here highlighted in green to say it's actually part of the green Servite Share section, but without even leaving Teams, you can see here you've access to those folders, administration, classes and resources, and I could go into those folders and find those files, so it's always at your fingertips very easily. If we can have a quick look at a class team, these will be managed by the teachers themselves. If you notice at the top on their menu, they do not have access to Servite Share. They have a files box, which is where you'll easily simply one drag, one drop, simply share any resources and files that you need with students. They have a class notebook. This is the quick and easy way to access the class notebook without having to go and looking for it. And they have something different called assignments. This is the place where they can securely submit an assignment, so nobody else can see their assignments. It's secure from any other students, a lot like the old student to teacher, but is managed by you and is very easy for you to find. So that's it, but there is the advanced sessions on this afternoon. Some of those sessions are run by other staff who have already been looking at some of the what we're terming team tools. So as well as the tools I've shown you, there's a whole bunch of other tools. So a few of those tools that staff have found very useful in using right now will be highlighted, such as Forms and Delve to you if you want to sign up for those. And I will be running some advanced stuff for those people that are now comfortable with their OneDrive. And a couple of things looking at is how to manage your ad hoc sharing and some advanced sync and using the actual Windows app to manage for those people that have files already in the cloud over and above what they have in the H drive. Want to manage that a bit better. Yes, there will be an exit ticket quizzes on this section here, just to make sure we've all got the understanding. But that is it from Digitech and the learning team.